And now I'm honored to present, it's George, who's already making a name for himself as a stand-up on the South Coast. George, everybody. Big round of applause.
Oh, it's a bit weak. You have to like turn it round itself.
Yeah, someone's done a Peter Kay here and wrapped it around the stand to make it harder for me.
You know what I mean?
I can say though I'm going to be nothing like Peter Kay because I'm actually funny. One thing I want to say, something that just happened, might as well make this relevant. So in Littlehampton, where I'm from, there was a burst water pipe, so it turned off all the water in the area. And I'm really hoping that they've turned it back on by the time I get back, because with how I smell by the time I get back, if I don't have a shower, it's going to start peeling the paint off the walls. The burst pipe, by the way, was in Wick. I don't know if it was a sewer pipe, but if it was, all of that raw sewage flowing down the streets, it'll actually make it a little bit cleaner. Also going to tell you a story about something that happened to me recently, just to break the ice. And if you feel like you've done something stupid in the last week, this will make you feel better about yourself, because there's no way you've done something as stupid as what I've done. So last week I had to basically get myself some new car insurance, because my old car insurance is expired, and so I got a new one. Turns out that my old car insurance doesn't expire for another month. So I booked car insurance for a month when I've already got an insured car. So yeah, that definitely made me feel very stupid. And it was from Churchill as well. So when I had to call them up to fix it, I just imagined going, am I a real stupid idiot, Churchill? Oh yes. But yeah, like I said, I'm from Littlehampton, the land of chips, surf and sex. All three of which are very likely to give you chlamydia. He liked that one, you're very welcome. Not that I've really got that much of an issue with the latter, because I've got no sex life whatsoever. So, get a bit of audience interaction going here, and the two ladies at the back can't answer this question because they already know the answer, but I want people to guess, based on how I look, how old you think I am. So, any guesses? 78? Can't say that's quite close. Any other guess?
27.
27. Oh, close there.
26.
Not.
25.
No.
23.
No, up.
24.
28. Getting very close.
30.
No, not 30.
29.
29.
Hey.
There you go. Yeah, I'm 29. It's difficult to tell because I've got the body and the hairline of a 50-year-old man, but the face of a 12-year-old girl. But yeah, 29, and I can count the amount of times I've had sex on my one hand. Yeah. I think though it's probably just down to kind of inhibitions. I mean, just to kind of give a yardstick of how bad my sex life is. 3 times in my life I've had to go out and buy a pack of condoms to replace a pack that has expired that I never ever opened. Now picture that level of sexlessness and weep for me. Much like how I do every time I come back from a night out. I just really hope my laptop doesn't become sentient, because at this point it'll probably start trying to file a restraining order against me. So the amount of things I've made that thing do, if it did get a mind of its own, it'd start making a documentary about me on Netflix by this point. But, you know, it's like, I haven't always had the best luck with women, so it might just be kind of like inhibitions, things holding you back. And so in order to try and relieve that, I went to the Nude Beach in Brighton a few weeks ago. It's just immediate sense of tension over, oh God, what's he going to talk about? It was a very good experience, but it did come with its own problems. The primary one, parking, was an absolute nightmare. And to be fair, I know Brighton's infamous for having bad parking situations, but you'd think that when it's a nude beach, which is already a bit awkward to get to in the first place, you'd have better parking options. So eventually, I couldn't find any good parking spaces, so I decided to cheat, and I parked on the double yellows right by the nude beach. And I sat on a place where I could still see my car, so if a traffic warden came, I could see it. But then I had this realization, wait, if a traffic warden does come, I'll have to run up to them naked. Which, that actually might help in that regard. It's sort of like a sense of intimidation. It's like, hey, what are you doing to my car? And he's just sort of like, nothing. I'll go away now. I may have printed the ticket, but I'm not putting it on the car. I'm putting it on you to cover you up. Charge penalty, minute indecency. Could you imagine if someone put a clamp on my penis and testicles? Or worse than that, get towed off. It's just sort of like,
Oh my God.
oh no, not a roundabout. I will say though, it was a lot of fun, and there were other people down there indulging in the particular activity, although with all the old men down there, it did start making me crave crinkle cut crisps. That one goes to my dad. He told me to say that one, so if you didn't like it, take it up with him.
Yes.
But the other problem, of course, is that you have to be careful. I mean, it's like I burn really easily anyway, so when I've got everything on show, I had to make sure I slathered myself as much as I could with Factor 50. Because could you imagine having a sunburnt penis? It would look like I'd have a shriveled carrot attached to my groin. And it'd be even awkward if I then had to put on After Sun. It's just sort of like some person coming over. Are you masturbating in public? No, I'm just treating my sunburn.
Oh.
Ignore the fact that my After Sun gel smells like cherries and has glitter in it. Not that it'd be a matter to me anyway. If there was a masturbation in the World Olympics, I'd win gold, silver and bronze hands down. I'd certainly have no problem polishing the medals, that's for sure. You guys are enjoying this one tonight. I'm very happy about that. All that said, what I'm really trying to do is I know this sounds a bit wanky, but I'm trying to live my best life. But no, it's just sort of like, there are things in life that when you get to your old age you can't do. Not that the people at the Nude Beach seem to stop them, they were way older than me. But you want to try and do things when you have the opportunity, and you want to do it before you get too old to have the regrets that you didn't get to do it. But of course it is definitely possible to live a bit too hard, like Keith Richards. How the hell is he still alive? It's just, and granted, there are many people in this world, like rock stars, who have lived hard, like Ozzy Osbourne, Gene Simmons. They've lived probably harder than any of us in this room put together. Keith Richards looks like he's lived harder than both of those two put together, and then times by 10. I think at this point, the only thing that's holding him together is the bandana he wears. Apparently one time he went to Switzerland to have his blood changed, and I don't mean like a pint, like getting the oil changed in a car, all of it. And I just wonder, who gets his blood? Some old Swiss man. Heidi! We gotta go on tour! We gotta pay for mixed babies! I get the feeling that at this point he is actually clinically dead, but every time the Grim Reaper has come over to tell him, he's just been so out of it, he hasn't been able to register that's what's happening. This is sort of like, Keith, you are dead. I'm what? You are dead. I'm a dad. And now I'm a dad. I don't know who the fuck the kids are, but I've probably got a few of them at this point. No, you are dead. I'm Fred. I'm not Fred, he's Fred. Oh, forget it. I'll come back in 2 years. Can I have some of that? I gotta tell Cliff Richard next, and I can't get through that without something. Okay, well, I'm going to end up with a line I wanted to use at my last stand-up, but I forgot about. So, and a few of you I noticed were there. So this is a joke that I forgot to say, and this is a joke I really wanted to say because I think it's a good one, but I forgot. So, I was in Bognor during my last gig, and Bognor is an interesting town because it's the only place in the world I can think where every year people actively queue up to jump off the pier. And the Bognor Birdman's a lot of fun as well. Thank you very much, you've been great, thank you.